So for the last couple days, I've been digging through the database on Destiny 2 like a proper nerd, looking for information to guide you guys on what guns to look forward to and ones to absolutely, by no means, delete. And I stumbled across an energy weapon. It was a Vanguard, it was a hand cannon, spoilers, it's this gun. And I was really impressed. The stats on the gun look solid. Of course, they're just bar graphs, and naturally, the talents are the best ones on a legendary hand cannon, period. I thought this was going to be the one to put the better devils to shame, as that is the current champion, the reigning MVP. But I was thoroughly disappointed. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the letdown, Daedalus' Code. Now, I'm a big fan of them incorporating mythology. If you don't know, like, the history of the labyrinth and stuff, that's really cool. And the little actual motto of the gun. Really exciting stuff there. You piqued my interest with that. And like I said, this gun was so amazing. So let's take a look at it. So there she is, guys. Disappointment in gun form. This is the lightweight frame. Pretty good, right? So far, great fast draw. Okay, high caliber rounds. That's impressive. Extended mag. Ooh. Auto-loading holster. Now, that's actually kind of hard to say together. Try it 5 times fast. That's a really good perk. That's going to be really good as, you know, we have a primary-secondary meta right now. So those are all incredible talents, but let me rewind real quick to extended mag. It says greatly increases magazine size. No, it gives you 1 bullet. I'm sorry, that's all it does. So as excited as I was for this, it's not really special by any means. But either way, high caliber is the jewel here. This is the one that you want to pay attention to. So yes, looking at that, right, that seems like a really good PvE and PvP weapon. It's in the energy category, therefore it's got a burn. Oh baby, I have a crush. But then you start to fire the weapon, and everything goes wrong. It's the equivalent of bringing a really hot chick home from the bar, her getting there, taking off all her clothes, and then is like, hey, where's your bathroom at? I've got to take a dump. It really is a killer, man. It went from 0 to 100 quick. Like, it escalated. Like, I was like, okay, this gun's going to be great. And the problem with this gun is I don't think it's an issue with the gun itself. I feel like it's a problem with the archetype in general. It has way too much recoil to be manageable. The recoil doesn't even reset back to center screen before you can fire your next shot. It's just so damn hard to use. Let alone chaining 5 body shots is a chore, but getting precision shots is honestly one of the most difficult things you will have. So the only way this gun is even usable is if you pace the shots and fire it at a slower rate of fire than it even offers you, which kind of defeats the purpose of the gun. So naturally, it was a big disappointment when I got hold of this, because on paper this thing looked marvelous, absolutely incredible, potentially a go-to trials weapon. And then you get hit by this dramatic amount of recoil and everything, and you just look at it, that's me slowing down the rate of fire. That's not full rate of fire, and I'm still struggling to use this thing. It kicks up, takes up so much of your screen. It's really hard to realign your shot on a follow-up precision shot. It's very, very difficult to use. So I'm very conflicted with this weapon. If I choose to shoot it a little slower than intended, I can kind of use it. But until they do something about this, and I think I've used a couple other guns. I think there's another Omelan hand cannon in the energy category that is in the same archetype, and I felt like I had the same problems with it, which is why everyone's going to the higher ones, the better devils, because by the time that slower rate of fire weapon is done and discharged, it's already reset and it's easier to line up another shot. So they got to do something about the recoil of these, because it's just not something somebody can work with. It's just so hard to manage. So again, the gun on paper, great. If they work with this thing, it could be one of the best guns in the game, arguably the best legendary, if they do it just right. So I'm waiting for that day, patiently taps foot, for them to kind of do something and rework this particular hand cannon archetype. And I really hope it comes to be. So this is the Daedalus' Code. It's a really interesting weapon. It's got a whole lot of potential. It just needs to be a Vault Queen until it can properly be balanced and thrown into the meta. So for now, it's absolutely trash. I would not recommend anyone to use this, especially with lots of other gun options out there in the energy category. But I will warn you that there's a good chance this will be impacted by some sort of a fix in the future. I really hope they do something with this. And I would love to see some sort of recoil reduction on the weapon. And when this does come, you will have a great weapon. So do not dismantle it. I know it's kind of weird telling you to hold on to something that's terrible, but we've all been in those relationships. So thank you, guys. I love you. Stay tuned, subscribe, hit that like button as it really helps out, and I will catch you with another video tomorrow.